Everybody, my name is Charlie, and today I will be starting my first Photoshop video. And so let's go over the agenda of the first video. So in the first video, I will introduce my viewers to the Photoshop software. Secondly, I'll show you guys how to create new files or import pictures into the app, and third is the introduction about the first tool, and fourth is components needs to be known before using the tool and apply the tool to example. So let's introduce you to the Photoshop interface. And so this is the interface of the Photoshop app. You guys can see it is kind of hard to see, and so uh, this this two column over the left of the software are the basic tools I will be covering. For example, these these icons are the tools. So you will select each of them and start creating stuff on your image. While these parts are some side parts for like picking colors and changing gradients and making patterns. And this learn part is that you could see the creators work in their tutorials to how like fix a photo and painting and stuff. And adjustments are just some add up to your picture with adjustments. And so now let's talk about how to create new files and import pictures. And first of all, when you open your app, you could see this interface right here. And to create a new file, you will go to the file section on the top left, click in it, and click new. Or you could use the shortcut Control N. And so this is the window for creating a new file. So Photoshop will have a lot of size for your selection of your work. Example, they got an A4 size work or custom or default Photoshop size. There are a lot of choices. You could choose landscape, letter, or even iPhone sizes. And so usually I will pick A4, and on the right side of that window will appear your preset details, which is your file name, and you could adjust the width and the height of your like paper too, and you could also change the units of measurements too. You could change the orientation, and you could change the background color as well. And so let's create the A4 paper onto this. And as you can see, Photoshop have created you an A4 blank paper, but that is not what you want to begin with. What I want to begin with is to import a picture, and so you could import a picture by clicking in File and click Open, or use the shortcut Control O. And so if I open, I will choose my picture, and so my picture will appear in a second. There you go. This is a picture I took when I was on vacation. It looks pretty cool. Background is kind of dark though. And so let's start with the introduction about the first tool. So our first tool is the Move tool. So according to Photoshop, Move tool is a tool that moves a selection or a layer. You could get access to it by clicking V on your keyboard. For example, I'm choosing this tool and then I'll click V, then you can move it now. So I will now talk about components needed to be known before using the tool. So layers, as you can see in the definition, Photoshop software has mentioned the word selection or layer. So what is layer? So if you click F7 on your keyboard, then this window will appear, and this is the layer part. So when you're doing or creating a new file or import picture, there will be a default background with a lock icon there. So what you want to do is to click the unlock icon, and then you could start move your layer. And so this is how you can rename it, is by double clicking in the name and change it to whatever you want. So I'll change this to background. And so the way to use this move tool is really simple. All you got to do is click and then drag them around like that. You will be wondering, what are these checkers part? And these checker parts are not that important, but it is just like a workspace. But remember, do not leave any checker marks in your picture. You got to adjust your picture perfectly with the grid like this, so your picture won't be broken. And so I applied the tool to example, like just moving this, and that's it. That's how you use the move tool. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.